As the U.S. is dealing with a coronavirus outbreak, many conservatives are calling for direct cash payments to American workers who are being affected by the shutdown. One America's Jack Posobiec has more.
Well, as the United States Senate debates a coronavirus bailout package similar to the TARP payments of the financial crisis in the mid-2000s, an interesting thing is happening in America, where some of the loudest conservative voices have begun calling for direct cash payments, not to corporate insiders and Wall Street banks, but to American workers. How did this occur? After all, aren't Democrats traditionally the party of the workers? Well, that's certainly what the Democrat socialists and Antifa tell us. Aren't direct cash payments something out of Andrew Yang's universal basic income plan? And now we're hearing as well that Republican leaders, including President Trump, are supportive of the direct cash payments to American workers and to their families, targeting working Americans and the middle class. Whether or not this passes the Senate remains to be seen. And in the wake of blocking of the original CARES bill in the Senate, some conservatives are even calling for what's known as a clean bill for direct payments to American workers. Make no mistake, American workers need this relief immediately. James Bullard of the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis predicted that U.S. unemployment rates may hit 30% in the second quarter because of shutdowns to combat the coronavirus, with an unprecedented 50% drop in gross domestic product. Lost income from numerous statewide shutdowns and quarantines had led to shift and hour cuts and mass layoffs. And this allows workers to apply for unemployment. But unemployment doesn't kick in right away, and naturally, there is a backlog right now as tens of thousands are applying all at once. In the meantime, what happens? Bills pile up. Credit card statements and rent comes due, and through no fault of their own, but by government order, workers lose their incomes. Anecdotally, I ran a poll on Twitter this morning of Trump supporters, and over 80% of the tens of thousands of people who responded said a resounding yes. Even Mitt Romney has called for direct cash payments. President Trump has also signaled that any bailout of large corporations should go towards helping the workers and not artificial stock buyback schemes. So why is this? It's simple. The majority of Trump supporters are conservatives and not libertarians. There's been some blurring of the lines over the past few decades in these terms, but while libertarians tend to focus more on the free market, conservatives and Trump supporters see a pragmatic role for the government in maintaining order, keeping people safe, and overseeing crisis response. This has been echoed in articles from Conservative Human Events and The American Mind. This is the constitutional role of our government outlined by the Founding Fathers, along the lines of federalism, which we are seeing play out today as the president works hand in hand with numerous state governors, regardless of party, to put the American people first. This is good, and we should welcome it. It's pragmatism, not dogmatism, that is a sign of good leadership. For One American News, I'm Jack Posobiec.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.